Hi, my name is Alexis Hartman. Thanks so much for giving me this little platform to kind of go ahead and answer this question. I think it's a really important one for our field, so let's kind of just dive right in for my own personal answer. So, I think as a future speech language pathologist, the kind of field that we work in, we're constantly kind of being thrown curveballs, needing to be adaptable, especially just because we are working with other people. So, I think that's super common in any field where you're working with others. But as far as for me personally, the way that I handle stressful situations, I kind of have three main things that I go to. So the first is going to be organization, second, adaptability, third, mindfulness. So as far as organization goes, it's super important just as a student in general, but as someone with various leadership positions, more specifically as outreach lead in my research lab this last year, and then also as the current social media director for my club Best Buddies. It is so important for me to be organized as I'm kind of taking charge on outreach and connecting with other students through social media. So for that, I always love to make like a detailed to-do list. That way I can kind of visually check things off. So that's important for me. The second thing is going to be adaptability. So it's so important to kind of adapt to your client, and that's something that's huge in our field, especially as someone who potentially wants to work in early intervention. That's just super important because you know kids, you never know what you're going to get sometimes. And this past summer when I was a student clinician in Belize, my specific client had a really hard time in group settings, so I kind of had to scratch all of our plans, go outside, do play-based child-led therapy, and that was a huge learning experience for me. And then the last thing for me is going to be mindfulness. So it is so important that in order to be the best clinician I can be, I need to be grounded, mindful, and filling my own bucket first. So some ways I do that are by taking some deep breaths and remembering my why. Like, why do I want to be a clinician? What are the different, experience I've had that have led me here? So yeah, thank you so much for listening.